Raw Stuffer recently said that episode 2 of Stranger Things season 5 is going to have the craziest cold opening of the entire show. And in honor of that, I thought I would continue ranking the craziest cold openings we've gotten so far in seasons 1 through 4 of the show. Now, I've already done my top 5 craziest cold openings in Stranger Things, so this is going to be my next 5 completing my top 10. So at number 10, I'm putting the opening scene of The Spy, which is episode 6 of season 2. Now, this is the scene that follows the cliffhanger from the prior episode where we see Will getting hurt by the soldiers burning the tunnels. This scene was so intense. Will is in more pain than we've ever seen him before, and he is making it known. He is shouting at the top of his lungs about it. And this is where we first learn about the hive mind connection, which is a really important piece of lore for the rest of the show. At number 9, we have the opening of Holly Jolly, which is episode 3 of season 1. I mean, this one doesn't require a lot of explanation. This is where we see what happened to Barb after the cliffhanger in the prior episode where we see that she was taken into the Upside Down. It's brutal, it's quick, it's the first time we see what happens when a character gets taken to the Upside Down. There's not much more to say. This scene was gripping. At number 8, we have, I'm not even going to try to attempt the title, but it's episode 6 of season 3. I mean, this one was crazy. This is where we see Nancy and Jonathan attempting to escape this thing, which, by the way, I still think this thing is the scariest and most disgusting monster we've seen in the show so far. But this happens after yet another cliffhanger from the prior episode where the 2 puddles of goop from the 2 bodies that just exploded are slowly sliding toward each other until they eventually merge, and as the lights are flickering on and off, this thing pops up and screeches and the screen cuts to black. Next episode. Just another unbelievable cold opening, and the Duffer Brothers are really good at making scenes like this. Moving on to number 7, we have the opening of the Mind Flayer, which is episode 8 of season 2. This is where we pick back up with the cliffhanger from the end of episode 6 where the Demodogs are climbing up into Hawkins' lab from the tunnels, which happens after Will says they shouldn't have done that, and the Demodogs take out all the soldiers in the tunnels. The tension throughout this cold opening was top tier. I genuinely did not know if characters like Hopper, Joyce, and Bob would make it out of this moment alive. Which, you know. And to finish this list off, we have number 6, the opening scene of the massacre at Hawkins' lab, which is episode 7 of season 4. I mean, I, like many other fans, genuinely did not know whether or not Steve was going to make it out of this scene. Because if you recall, the end of the previous episode, the dive saw Steve getting dragged through the gate at the bottom of the lake and getting torn apart by Demobats. And the scene is also epic. We see Nancy, Robin, Steve, and Eddie taking out a ton of Demobats. And this is something a lot of people don't talk about, but the camera work here was amazing. So that completes my top 10 craziest cold opening scenes in Stranger Things. If you want to see my top 5, it's on the same playlist as this video. Again, just talking about these scenes has me so curious, but also excited to see what the Duffer Brothers are cooking up for episode 2 of season 5.